It all comes down to this. In the quarterfinal match, in this For Fun Charity League by Day9 TV and Red Bull Gaming, where nothing too severe is on the line, everything is on the line. Tied 3-3, Google and Amazon send out their most fearsome of warriors in the final quarterfinal round. Tied 3-3 in the top right corner, Team Amazon places 100% of its hope into Metzel Mats. And the man in the top left corner who won game 1 without ever attacking ever, with Mech, the only hope for the Googleisks. It's Jimbo! What are the odds this gets casted? Easy there, Jimbo. I'm casting you literally right now. The odds are 100%. Which means that if you lose, Jimbo, shame will be with you for all time, archived at youtube.com/day9tv. Don't forget to subscribe and like. That's is building drones. Gonna be rallying his economy to the future and beyond. Now, while we're taking this opportunity to see both players do fairly standard openings, expanding on Habitation Station, we need to do two things. First one, talk about the map. You can do any little thing you want and take a fast gold as a backup plan. Often we'll see Terrans go for somewhat aggressive Reaper Helionage and boom, take themselves that gold expansion. Zergs have a very odd logic. Because these two gold expansions are so close to each other here, Terran players will often hold the watchtower and then siege up directly underneath the gold. So Zergs will often try to expand here as fast as they can to mine this out. Ooh! Very antithetical to Zerg mindset. You want to take bases and keep bases, not take bases and drain bases, like the enemies in Independence Day. Metzel Mats has a spawning pool because he's spawning cool. God, I need to work on my job. The second thing I want to talk about is I've been reading a lot about how to shave lately. My face, that is. And, you know, people always talk about shaving with the grain or against the grain, and I'm sure as many of you have seen, I've always had a little bit of the speckled redness on the neck. Well, it turns out the hair on my neck grows sideways. So I'm starting to try shaving sideways along the grain and then against the grain. It's a smooth shave. We'll see if I'm going to be a smooth, cherubic human being. Or whether I'm just going to be someone who looks like he went hunting with Dick Cheney. Jimbo scouting up, always looking for the ever-important gas goizes. Is't there be gas or no? Gas or bust? We're seeing these drones valiantly try to repel this Reaper. Some nice micro from Metzel Mats. Nothing's been killed off yet. Oh! Nothing at all. Oh, Jimbo, Jim, no. Hell no. Go home. Go home, Reaper. You weren't invited to this party. Prepare to get target fired by the power of Lings. Doing some wonderful dancing. These Lings are relatively expendable when compared to keeping the drone count up. Jimbo's going for, wow, 3-reactor command center. We saw him go mech. I don't think he'll do it here on this map. But if he does, he's going to have to be a hell of a lot more aggressive than he was before. Metzel Max is going to have quite the easy time just taking on so many bases. Did you see that distance jump? That was crazy. Those Reapers teleport everywhere. This is nice. How far till the Queen's done? Oh, wait, there's no Queen here. Oh, Jimbo has a nice edge because he can harass the south side expansion and the natural at the same time. And he... God, those Reapers are flying really far. I feel like I'm in that scene in Jurassic Park where I'm going to be like, shoot her! Shoot her! Just needs to apply a little bit of pressure to this expansion. Love it. Jimbo going straight for the 3 base with very fast starport. Love it, love it, love it. Reaper Hellion into Banshee. Metzelmatz getting his spores and spines up. Now, what is Metzelmatz to do? Much like a Hearthstone druid, Zerg is thinking, what to do? He's getting his spores up. His drone count is still ahead of the Terran players. He's getting his speed Zerglings up. It's a little bit behind. Generally, now we'd like to see a Zerg player getting his 1-1 upgrades. But keep in mind that Jimbo 2 is going to be behind on his own upgrades because he's going for the StarCraft's themed fast Starport Banshee play. Which, of course, will delay the Engineering Bay 1-1 ups. Love it. Getting the extra gas geysers up. It's almost certainly going to be a mech transition for Jimbo. We don't see any sign of Engineering Base, which means we're going to see signs of armories sometime soon. These Lings don't have speed. There's nothing much they can do. A single queen at the bottom. Shoot her! The Lings are going to just be lining up. Oh my god, this is getting very scary. Jimbo has taken what is typically an early game harassment force and has turned it into an early game assault force. Oh my god. Cloak is being researched. We see 22 Lings in production. Will they finish with speed? No, speed will not be done in time. Will they just rally ho? This is about to turn out very, very poorly for Jimbo. Jimbo needs to have the good retreat angles because speed is done. We're seeing all the Zerg units just go in there one at a time. Oh no, there's only 21 Zerglings left. They're still heading in one at a time. Metzelmatz crumbling under the pressure. Jimbo is microing gorgeously. He's going to not just clean all of this up, but he's going to clean it up with no more Zerglings left. He's going to continue to assault this expansion. We see a Spire en route. Now, what Zerg can hope for right now is that Jimbo is overcommitting to this Hellion Banshee. Uh-oh. Jimbo's getting armories. Jimbo's going mech again. Jimbo has to kill this off, and then he has to have enough anti-air for the snapback play. For when... Oh, wow. Oh, my God, Amazon. He needs to have enough for the snapback play for when Zerg actually gets those mutas out. But, I mean, against a 3 base, Jimbo could probably just assume Mutalisks and build all them turrets. Jimbo, who looked so passive in his first match, is showing some just stellar top-tier aggression. Storming in. Oh, man. Oh, this is just turning bloody fast. No queens injecting. Only one queen at the ramp. Drones starting to fall 20, 21. Oh my god, the wild card team, the Googleisks. Are they really going to advance to the semifinals? We see a whole slew of Lings storm in. Attempted micro by the Reaper Hellion Force. Looks like 2 will stay alive. The 2 Banshees are the real problem. We're seeing 6 mutas get produced, but look at Jimbo back in the main base. Turrets, ringing everything. He's not going to leave this to chance. He's building Widow Mines even. He doesn't want to lose to any small number of anything. Roaches, Lings, mutas can all be dealt with handily with some very well-placed mines. With the Mutalist popping out, it's going to mean that the natural expansion does get saved again. 25 to 51. Oh, Team Google has got to be feeling so happy right now. Jimbo, who is going mech against Zerg, a little bit uncommon. Where are the mines? There's one. There's not a lot of missile turrets yet at the expansion. I mean, right now in Metzelmatz's shoes, he is just praying that these Mutalisks deal massive damage. He's looking for any window of opportunity he can. He needs to be more aggressive. I know it's risky, but he has to make the tough choice, and he has to make it fast. He's just injuring things and then moving away. Turrets, mines, and the Thor is out. Thor is here. As Jimbo adds on these turrets at the 3rd base, I mean, it's doom time. Metzelmatz is about to be turned into pretzel hats. Boom. +1 attack done. It's going to be increasingly difficult for Jimbo to do anything but win. What is the right play for Metzelmatz? Well, if I'm in Metzelmatz's shoes, I'm going to be looking to get as many drones as possible at huge risk. It's really the only way that you come back into this, to be really, really aggressive with those Mutalisks, making 1 or 2 here or there to continue to make sure that Terran army stays defended and back and home. But I mean, in this position, Metzelmatz is still trying to make Mutalisks, still trying to devote to that. I mean, there's just so... I mean, you can go just Thor mine and take the gold and build more missile turrets. You can even get high-sec auto-tracking and building armor. Upgrades that no one ever gets unless they're late game with 3-3 done. There's 1 base up. Metzelmatz would probably need to take in a 4th and a 5th base and dedicate everything to gas at that point. Just flood mutas and pray that his micro is good enough to beat up against the Thors. Now we're starting to see Ravens come up. I mean, it's going to be like a Raven Mine Thor versus pure Mutalisk. This last fight is going to look pretty messy. Now keep in mind, if the Mutalisk can spread out effectively against the Thor, when the Thors get cleaned up, the rest of the army gets cleaned up. Metzelmatz taking a risky gold base, but what else can you do in this position? He's trying to scout for when a gold base would appear. And he's going to do very nice timing spotting it. Uh-oh. He's got to be very careful about that mine shadow there. Metzelmatz is at half supply. He's just got to hope that the Terran player starts making mistakes, starts trying to overcommit to expanding, which would force the Terran player to be on defense. But I mean, 2 Blue Flame Hellions are just ripping all the drones down as is. Oh gosh. The Metzelmatz meltdown. Jimbo gonna go 2-0 in the best of 7. Winning game 1 and likely winning game 7 here. I mean, these Mutalisks are awfully clustered. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. You hear the shattering of a Mutalisk skeleton as it falls apart into little tiny itty-bitty bits on the ground. Jimbo taking himself the gold. And with the gold, you know what you don't need is mech? A terribly large amount of minerals, so there's nothing wrong with building a gross excess of turrets at this gold base. As Mutalisks from Metzelmatz swing over to the natural, towards the 3rd base. Jimbo has the mine there. Oh! A few extra mine hits. It's going to spell doom for this Muta Cloud, but this is exactly what Metzelmatz needs. We're starting to see the Thor force, the Raven force move over 9 kills. Not a tremendously large amount, but that's how the comebacks start. Zerglings getting produced. Banelings would be an interestingly potent choice here, as the siege tank count is extremely low. Only a pair. Drone count is at almost 70. And Jimbo is performing what could be the last push of the game. We're seeing the Zergling Mutalisk move forward. Sacking this gold would not be a bad choice. Trying to counterattack, going for this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This expansion. Ugh, it's not a lot of Mutalisks. Looks like 13 is the number. Oh, Metzelmatz looking for any opportunity to counterattack. Oh, the Hellbats. Oh. Do some gruesome pain bringing. Really nice by Jimbo, just leaving a pair of those Hellbats there. With these 2 Ravens coming in, Jimbo's securing himself against varied transitions to small ground forces, to Broodlords, and of course to ever-increasing Mutalisk number that are suddenly ever-decreasing down to 8. Corruptors are being produced. Scans for Jimbo. He's stepping forward. The 2 Hellbats up at the top side has managed to break through. Gold expansion running strong. Natural expansion looking empty. Main almost mined out. Jimbo's in amazing position. We see those Corruptors pulling back to maybe become Broodlords one day. We see 1,600 sad, tragic gas from Metzelmatz sitting in the bank, unable to do much of anything at all. And Jimbo's mech force just moves forward. They're in the explosive payload mode. Going to be able to just rip down those Broodlords without a problem. Be able to rip down the Mutalisks without a problem. 5 Broodlords coming in. Metzelmatz sees it. Instantly, Jimbo throws down a pack of starports. He's going to be going up to 7 starports, it looks like. And Jimbo's leaving really nothing to chance. He's getting so many sensor towers. This is amazing. This is an absolutely excellently executed game from Jimbo. Metzelmatz started to slowly fall apart to that Reaper, Hellion, Banshee opening, and Metzelmatz is left only with Broodlords, left only with air, and everything that we're seeing out of Jimbo is just the perfect answer. He's just churning out Vikings. Has everything rallied to 1 point. Jimbo transfers his SCVs. I mean, in the income tab, it's looking like the Zerg is ahead, but that won't be for long. Once all these SCVs arrive, once the gold expansion gets cranking hard, we're just seeing the Zerg fall more and more and more behind. Metzelmatz is trying to establish spores and spines up on the high ground, trying to secure himself more gas geysers. Does have 1,300 in his gas bank, but it's very, very easy to spend that extremely quickly on Broodlords, Mutalisks, and the assorted pastries of the skies. Jimbo's just going to counterattack with these Hellbats that are 3-0 now. Vikings being built 5 at a time. Wow, what an air force. As the Hellbats step forward, I mean, we're seeing Metzelmatz just kind of hunting for any position that his Broodlords can be in reasonably, adding in more Corruptors. The only big hope that Zerg has is to get maxed and to win that maxed versus maxed army fight, but man, Jimbo is not going to allow that at all. He's under the heavy payload mode. Can go back to explosive payload at any point, but I mean, what mutaclusters lie waiting? There's 8 mutas there. An easy peasy cleanup squeezy. Jimbo rallies down to the bottom right, picking off overlords, picking off everything. Oh no, tanks versus drones. Guess who wins? Now, Metzelmatz is making a nice play. He's going to attempt to go for the gold expansion. He's going to go for gold, Olympian style. But he's got to continue to get more Corruptors. It's 17 Vikings and 8 Thors and 4 Ravens. It's going to be only a miracle saving Zerg now. Oh, can he get the miracle? The Air Force advances. The Vikings instantly take out 1 Broodlord. Oh my god, point defense drones. That's so dirty. Look how many point defense drones there are. Oh! 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 Oh, it's violent. Oh, it's violent. Oh, oh, Jimbo. Oh my god, Jimbo. It's the good game. Jimbo with the violence to close it out. Team Google. The Googleisks advance to the next round. They were a wild card seed. Went 6-4 in the regular season. Amazon went 8-2 and are eliminated by the underdogs. Team Amazon. It was a pleasure to have you in the AHGL. Team Google. We will see you in the semifinals next week at 7 p.m. It will be another round of 8 match in the AHGL. There will be a break weekend, and then there will be the semifinals to discover who advances to the grand finals of the After Hours Gaming League by Day9 TV and Red Bull Gaming. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time.